What in the world was that? Watching Fox News coverage of the Eaton fire, there is this light that goes from the fire, as you can see here, and it zips across the screen out of range. I don't know what we all just witnessed. I wasn't the only one that saw it. There are many other people online that have screen recorded this. It is super weird. Did you see it? What do you think it is? I
Hey,
think it
Shalom, Yasha Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, and I wanted to do this lesson, quick based off what we're seeing over here develop in California with these fires, which we know that Esau can turn up his weather machines and hit his direct energy weapons to pinpoint hot locations, but there's people on the freeways recording other drivers throwing out random gas cans on the sides of the road where the fire is eventually gonna get to. People have been told to evacuate with almost some less than an hour to do so. you know there's been reports that the funding to the police department was cut by some 17 million and change, which I think I screenshotted that picture. It's in this camera roll. Hey man, it's no coincidences when whether it's people or natural, so-called natural things, disasters that are happening. Either way, it's the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because if it's a natural disaster, hey, the Lord sent that by way of the angels being in charge of making sure the judgments and that fire reaches exactly where it's supposed to. That's why, this lady's bugging out by saying, "What's that? What's that?" When we know in this truth that those chariots of what the world ignorantly calls UFOs are the Lord's angelic vehicles that he uses, to do the missions here on earth, man. Lack of better words. Even if it's somebody that is doing it themselves, the Lord sent the angels down them to influence that man to make sure that the spirit is on that man to go and light those fires, whoever's doing it, or to push that button so that an electric circuit fries on purpose, so it looks like an accident. And then Esau can kick up his HARP machines, his weather modification, because they were having record winds and dry temperatures, man. So nothing is coincidence, and a lot of the things that they know, we for a fact know that this is planned, because now it's coming out as well that a lot of these insurance companies were canceling their homeowners that lived in that area and that they've been covering for years and years and years. They just drop them out of the blue, and they're 90, 80-year-old, people that, have been very regular with their payments. There's no reason why they should get dropped, and then this happens a couple weeks later. Hey, man, nothing is coincidence. But staying on the point is that the Lord sends the angels, the chariots,
what
to
in the
send the judgment on these people. And I did screenshot. This is LA Mayor Karen Bass cut fire department funding by 17.6 million months before wildfires turned city into hellscape. Because there's people that are, having these videos of people abandoning their cars, and then the bulldozers just going down the middle of the street, pushing the cars to the side, trying to get to the fire because people just stopped their cars in the middle of the road and fucking started walking, man. So these are chaotic times we're living in, and this is sunny and 75 LA, over there in Cali, man, where life is pretty steady. Other than a few earthquakes here and there, man. People usually don't get jacked up like they are right now, but it's a controlled judgment because Esau is taking himself out from within because he's done with America. So either way, the judgments that's coming up is the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because nothing happens on earth without the Lord ordaining it. So this is Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And how does the Lord visit this place? This is how. With thunder. These are these storms, which could thunder what? Brings lightning. And with earthquakes, which trembles the earth, causes buildings to come down, and great noise. Could be the noise from the winds. A tornado is very loud. With storm and tempest, could be these hurricanes as well, in that category. and the flame of devouring fire. So these are all so-called, as you could say, natural disasters, even though in this day Esau can control natural disasters by way of controlling the storms, creating hot spots in the atmosphere that condenses the air into one spot so that the water starts to condense in the form of clouds, and then it starts to go in the next phase of the water cycle, which is precipitation, which when it comes into rain and it starts to fall. So Esau knows how these things work, so he can control them to bring certain judgments, but either way, that judgment is by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, So I wanted to bring these a couple of scriptures because the ones that are sending, you know, I get the let me backtrack. The ones that are in charge of making sure that the Lord's uh, uh, orders are carried out exactly how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai wants them to is the angels. They're the brothers refer to them as the Air Force. We are the ground forces. Even though there's angels, all over the place constantly recording what we're doing, they're our brethren, because I was saying this when I saw Cali burning. I was saying, like, fuck California, man. The hell with California. What is California for our people? This whole land is going to be burnt anyways. You got to give a shit if all of LA burns down? Hell to the no. Because guess what? The elect are going to be taken care of. The elect are going to be okay. The elect of that area, because the brothers in San Bernardino, the Inland Empire, the LA camps, the main camp for the Spanish speaking Northern Kingdom tribes over there in LA, man. So, hey, man, the brothers are going to be taken care of. But we understand that it's judgments that are going to be happening wherever, and that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to be able to take care of his elect. So we're not worried about when these things happen, knowing that there's brothers over there. Yeah, I mean, we always think about the brothers first when we see these things, but we know that it's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that's keeping them safe, and that gives us comfort. Because hey, we worry about brothers that live out there. This is Zechariah 5:1, going into these chariots that you saw in the video with this lady is bugging out about. This is Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And if anybody heard of the Tic Tac UFO, this is a very common object that is seen in the skies, man. They call it a Tic Tac because it's pretty much a big white, looks like a Tic Tac, man. But that's that flying roll. Just a good, how do you say, a visual description of it. And then how long is a cubit? I believe it's like 3 feet. A foot and a half, something like that. It's around 18 inches. So that's a foot and a half. Because 1 foot is 12 inches. Plus 6 would be 18. So 18 inches. So, not like the detail of it is exactly, but, for edification's sake, you can think about how big it is. It's about, 1.5. It's about 30 feet long by about 15 feet wide, so 1.5 times 2 and 1.5 times 1, so that's how you can get an idea of the scriptures visualizing, or Salakia, put in words for you to visualize what it looks like. So, and this is how we go into scriptures, man. We take scriptures literally. This is not that was talking about a spiritual role. It was an actual role, and the role was the Bible. No, there's no breakdown like that. And this is a first account, I guess you could say eyewitness account of what this prophet Zechariah was seeing. Verse 3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And that's going back to the scriptures. The precept that you could put is that the Lord is going to put the sheep on his right hand and the goats on his left. You know, that separation of the 2/3 and the 1/3 of the elect. And then you have the heathen on one side. That's the 2/3 are going to be looked at just the same as a heathen, man, but ultimately going to come back with mercy in the kingdom through the process of the elect and the 1/3 pre-populating the kingdom of heaven. Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And who's a thief and robber to steal and kill and destroy? This is Esau, Edom. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house. And it, because Esau can't get rid of these chariots, man. No matter how hard he tries, no matter how much he tries to control the narrative, he cannot do it. He cannot get rid of the chariots. And people will not stop, recording them. They're not going to say, oh, they're not there and just ignore them. No, they're in your face now. Continuing. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Man, you know how hot fire has to get to consume stone? That's turning it into fucking lava, to where it's not just a fire that you're sitting around at the campfire. No, this is a melting, consuming, like plasma fire, man. It could be coming out from the chariots and the laser beams and the high-powered weaponry that the angelic vehicles have, So I just wanted to bring this out, and because people saw that chariot, man, and they're bugging out, man. But hey, you're about to see a lot more crazy things, and this is just another one of the ways that the Lord brings judgment. As I read in the scripture, Isaiah 29, Salakia, I believe, 29:6. So hey, man, the Lord is speaking. And it's our job as a prophet to connect two and two, and to connect two and two when people see something crazy in the sky like that, and bugging out, not knowing what it is. Well, we know what they are, their purpose, and why the things are happening over there in California. Because first and foremost, California is fucking wicked, man. This whole Babylon the Great's wicked. So judgment is going to continue to increase. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wadash, and double honors to the beloved elders, again to the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.